My name is Kalpesh Patel. I'm super amped to be your host tonight. I'm going to be sharing some information with you that I hope will inspire you. I hope what I share in the next 30 minutes moves you to a point of like, oh my goodness, this is exactly the break that I've been waiting for. Because your friend that invited you here today, they've seen something special. They've already vetted the information and they've jumped in. They said, yes, we are part of this. We want to be a part of the movement. And now we want to share this great opportunity with people that we know. What is the opportunity? Well, let me tell you. Let's get straight into the presentation and get started. This is a very short, sharp presentation, very to the point. So it requires you to pay full attention and stay focused, right? It's really easy to get distracted and miss the point. Listen to what I'm saying. It's really easy to miss the point, all right? Don't do that. 30 minutes could completely transform the direction of your financial future if you get it. And if you don't get it, send you in a whole different direction. So be really, really focused and pay solid attention. And then listen with intention. How can the information I'm sharing with you make a difference in your life? And of course, have fun, right? Enjoy the journey. It's only 30 minutes, but in that 30 minutes, you will know if you want to stay longer or not. Right? The first half an hour is the most important half an hour. And then there's a bonus session for about 20 minutes at the end if you loved the first 30 minutes, right? So have fun, be open to learning, great new information, and enjoy the show. Before we get into the details, very important that we all understand that all projects carry risk. We're no different. Under no circumstances should this presentation be considered any type of solicitation, investment, or financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investment advisor. I am a mega passionate entrepreneur that loves making a difference. And so I hope I get to do that tonight. So then I want to just bring something to your awareness. There is an industry over the last decade that has created thousands and thousands and thousands of new millionaires. Have you heard about such an industry? Like, it's huge. So if you were serious about making money, then you would definitely have heard about the industry. If you're not so serious, why not? Let's see if we can get you serious about making money, because 95% of people on planet Earth retire broke. So I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you and your neighbors and your friends and your brothers and sisters and family and your children. I'm talking to the entire planet. This is just a statistic. Now, I've never met a human being in all of my years when I've said, hey, are you planning on retiring broke? Nobody says, yeah, of course I am. Nobody says that. Every human being I meet says, don't be stupid. Of course I'm not. And yet there's the stats. 9.5 out of every 10 retires broke, struggling for decades to get to that destination. Sometimes the struggle doesn't even feel like a struggle, right? You're making like 3-4 grand a month. You're doing way better than everyone else. And so you don't feel like you're struggling. But the result, boom, right there in your face. So what's your plan to beat these odds? That's all I'm always interested in. What are people up to get out of that disastrous end game? So here's a nice little measure. Do you remember when telecoms got deregulated in the mid-90s? I jumped straight in with both feet. I had no clue about telecoms, never built a telecom company, zero technology. My brain is not wired for technology, so zero technology knowledge. And yet I just knew that this was one of those moments in life that wasn't going to repeat itself. And if I got in and did something, who knows where could it go? And I ended up building a company that was turning over £3.5 million a month. Back in the 90s, that was a hectic company. And I did all of that from my living room, from my front room. And incredible. Nobody could have thought that would have happened. And there it was. We had hundreds of people working for us all over the country, just taking part, right? All because I said yes to taking a risk, taking a chance. What about the dot-com boom? Did you make money in that? I remember in 97, 98, I think it was 98, maybe back end of 97, I jumped into a company that was selling websites, and I started selling websites to everybody. Now, people didn't even know what websites were in the late 90s, but there I was selling them. Why? Because I have this incredible ability to see into the future and take action. And so there I was selling websites. Everyone's looking at me going, what the hell does anyone need a website for? What are you talking about, Kalpesh? And made a fortune. What about the app boom? In the last decade, you've had an opportunity to get into another massive multi-billion-dollar space. Did you? I've worked with 3 companies over the last 10 years that were in the app space and made a nice little tidy fortune alongside whatever else I was doing as well. Now, Here's the thing. Just because I'm good at making a fortune doesn't mean I was good at keeping it, right? I spent too much and I gave away way too much. Didn't have some of the fundamentals built. But the point is, having made gazillions and spent gazillions and given away gazillions, I wouldn't change any of it. Because once you learn the skills, you never forget. And so I want to ask you a question now. If you didn't make money in all of those opportunities, why not? What about mobile phones? No, not even that. There you go. So what if you were given another chance? What if that happened? See, for me, life is good like that. And every now and again, it will put something in your way that if you see it, it can transform everything. And if you don't, life just carries on as normal. There is an industry, it's called the blockchain industry. It's a blockchain technology, a technology that's revolutionized the way that the world is working, right? It rewrites the way money works. And so money is the most profitable industry in the world. And the first time in our history has money been deregulated, meaning it's been passed where the power of money has been always in the hands of the few to now it's in the hands of the many. The public has now got control of their financial decisions. It's phenomenal. And so cryptocurrency is allowing us to regain power around money. And it's an industry that is attracting trillions of dollars, trillions. It's already gone past $2 trillion already, and it's climbing fast. And people are predicting it's going to go into the tens of trillions over the next decade. So are you going to miss out again, or will you course correct? Will you manage to do something different this time and take advantage? The question really boils down to, are you ready? Like genuinely, are you prepared? Is your money hat on? Is your brain tuned into abundance, or are you still stuck in the old world model of fear and scarcity? Well, if you're ready, guess what? I'm going to make some big, bold promises. Imagine I show you a company that's built on honesty and integrity. It's solid, credible, documented, well-funded, with experienced owners who are trusted by all of the leaders in the industry. And it's in the most profitable trend this decade. That's what we've got our hands on. Your opportunity to get in early with the #1 company in the space is what's being offered here today. Hypertech Group is the world's strongest blockchain alliance. They are building the world's best blockchain community, and you can be a part of it today. So the story so far, in 2014, our founder, Ryan Zhu, and his business partner, Sam Lee, set up a company called Blockchain Global. They invested over $300 million in a whole bunch of projects of their own. And guess what? Today, it's a multi-billion-dollar group that works with governments and Fortune 500 companies on progressing blockchain conversations. Offices in 22 locations around the world. Now, really, to be honest, that one company alone is enough to build a multi-billion-dollar opportunity through, right? But we don't stop there. In 2015, Ryan Zhu funded $400 million into another 300 projects. This time, not his own, other people's projects. And today, Collinstar Capital is the world's biggest blockchain VC company, with over 40 of the biggest exchanges on the planet funded and 12 of the top 20 cryptocurrencies. Now, if you don't know what an exchange is, it's like a bank. In this new economy, a cryptocurrency exchange is like a bank. And a cryptocurrency is like paper money, the money that you're used to spending, right? So this is the new economy. It's where it's all happening. All of the heat is here. All the fortunes are being made here. And you can jump in with us in a most stable, solid environment to profit from this boom. In 2016, Ryan Zhu pumped $50 million into a project working with IBM, working with top universities to solve a quantum resistant security issue. So quantum computers are here. If you haven't heard about them, you will. IBM owns more than half of them, hence why he chose them as the partner to work on the problem with. And quantum computing, quantum resistant security is helping solve the security risk when quantum computers come out. They're thousands of times more powerful than our supercomputers that we run the world with. They're going to allow us to evolve and accelerate our progress thousands of fold, really fast once they roll out. And Australia's version of NASA, which is known as CIRO, Australia's National Science Agency, said that this is the most advanced blockchain project on the planet, a patented technology that is way ahead of everything else. Then in 2017, Ryan Zhu spotted another opportunity. He saw a company called BW.com became available and he purchased it for $100 million cash. Boom, done. Transaction done. How many people do you know that go out and buy companies for 100 mil just like that? Boom, Ryan did that, right? And so today that company has mined over $20 billion of assets. So think about this. Imagine you started 100 million today And 3 years later, you turn that 100 million into tens of billions. Would you take an individual that could do that seriously or not? I do. And hence why I said yes. When I saw this, and I was like, if this is true, if I can verify that this is true, then I'm partnering with this company. I'm going all the way to Mars with them. All right. So you can join us on the journey to Mars. So if you love what I've shared with you, then meet the man behind the dream. Ryan Zhu is our founder. He's a self-made blockchainer. Since 2009, he got into the crypto world. He started mining Bitcoin. Mining is the process by which cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and all other cryptocurrencies are created. Mining is a process where supercomputers solve problems to produce crypto. And Ryan was doing that when nobody even knew what crypto was, let alone what mining was. He's launched many of his own cryptocurrencies. So like Bitcoin, there are literally thousands of coins out there. Ryan launched HyperCash, HyperDAO, Molecular of the Future, all of them phenomenal projects. He's also funded projects like Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, the second biggest crypto in the world, Tether, the third biggest crypto in the world, Monero, XRP, so on and so forth. He's also listed companies on stock exchanges around the world. He's the first person in the world to do that. Blockchain companies were refused by governments to be listed. They were refused by financial authorities worldwide to be listed on the stock exchange because all of them said it's not a real business, it's not a serious business, it's some side hustle that's not going to go anywhere. Exactly like people said when mobile phones came out. Exactly like people said when the internet came out. No different. Everybody laughed at blockchain for the first 10 years. But in the last couple of years, that changed. In the last couple of years, governments, large institutions, organizations, everybody finally got it. They're like, oh my gosh, this stuff's here to stay. He also owns the Who exchange. Who.com is the 19th biggest bank in the world of cryptocurrency. It does over $1 billion a day in transactions. That's right. You've never heard of Who, have you? If you're not from this industry, you haven't heard of Who. And there it is, $1 billion a day. That's the beautiful thing about this industry. Nobody knows about it, and it's doing trillions, all around the world. So there's one little company, tiny little fish, doing $1 billion a day. ZB.com is another massive exchange that Ryan is a 35% shareholder in, majority shareholder. He also owns 3% of Binance. Binance is the biggest bank in the world of crypto, doing over $30 billion a day, every day in transactions. And they just get a clip. Every time somebody buys crypto, ka-ching. Every time they sell crypto, ka-ching. And Ryan is earning ka-ching from 40 plus different exchanges around the world every time somebody buys or sells cryptocurrency. Imagine. That's why he has rightly earned the brand amongst the upper echelons of cryptocurrency and blockchain as the king of the space. He absolutely dominates and owns the space. He's the lion of this jungle. Then we've got Chairman Sam Lee, Ryan's business partner, a very well-known blockchain speaker since 2011 on the circuit, teaching people about blockchain. He's also co-founder of Blockchain Global with Ryan, as already mentioned. And also they've opened up 16 centers around the world that educate the public on blockchain and crypto for free. That's right, 16 different cities around the world have blockchain centers where people can walk in and learn about blockchain and crypto. How amazing is that? They want to open up 300 of these. Sam has also appeared on CNN, BBC News, Forbes, Bloomberg, China's big media channel, CCTV, so on and so forth. The list is endless. He's also spoken at the United Nations, the World Economic Forum, about the future and the blockchain impact that it's going to take over the next decade or so. And the clients of Blockchain Global include Fortune 500 companies such as Amazon, Microsoft, and many others. So he in Australia has built his brand and reputation over the last decade as the crown prince of blockchain. Isn't it amazing when the king of the industry and the crown prince come together to offer us an opportunity? It doesn't get better than that. Our CEO is Jaden Wee, a self-made investor in the crypto space, made tens of millions by the time he was 26 years old. He then became an exec director on Collins Star Capital with Ryan, a hedge fund manager, worked with governments all over the world on blockchain technologies, and has led some of the biggest investment projects in the blockchain space over the last 5 or 6 years. And he's an absolute authority and expert in the industry. Here you can see Sam Lee, rubbing shoulders with, shaking hands with, and being photographed with dignitaries and authorities and decision makers around the world. We've got Australia, Russia, Indonesia, Montenegro, Geneva, Thailand, Denmark, and Pakistan. This is just one tiny screenshot. There are tons and tons of these kind of agreements around the world to develop blockchain conversations globally. They also own the world's biggest blockchain bank. It's called HyperBC. You can open your Play Store or App Store right now and download the app HyperBC and open up a bank account. Available in 176 countries around the world. We've already got over 1 million happy customers over the last 3 years. How about that? Tried, tested, and proven. And then in last year, in 2020, they launched HyperPay. That's another app you can download and benefit from, where you can order your Visa card. There's a nice, beautiful picture of it. Spend your cryptocurrency anywhere in the world as if it's cash. How about that? And all of this has been created over the last few years. Here's the unique kind of credibility point of the card. $50,000 a day spend approved by Visa. That has never happened to this date on planet Earth that I know of, that a blockchain and crypto card has got approved for 50,000 a day limit on mass scale. It's absolutely insane. That's a breakthrough. Now, what does that tell you about them? That they are worthy, that Visa trusts them to the highest level. They've got liquidity. MasterCard trusts them to the highest level. All other crypto cards, the big brands on the planet, have a limit, 500 a day, 1,000 a day. They're capped, a couple of thousand a day, done. That's all they can afford. These guys, they go in heavy. Again, tons of documentation to show their partnerships and associations and business launches and projects around the world that they own, they run, and they help and support. All right, Yahoo Finance talks about us there. You've got Australia's NASA talking about us. So we've got a huge array of success. All right, so they say success leaves clues. Guess what? These guys have left more clues than Hansel and Gretel. So what's next? They've done all of this without us. Why do they need us? You might be sitting there thinking, if they've got all of this, they've got the money, they've got the contacts, they've got the technology, they've done everything from top to bottom and from side to side. They're integrated into the entire industry, vertically and horizontally. They've absolutely nailed it. Why on earth do they need us? Very simple. They've got even bigger vision ahead. They are putting together a blockchain ecosystem. That's right. They are the masters of blockchain. So why not they launch the blockchain ecosystem to the world? Now, blockchain is a technology that brings trust and transparency into all conversations and transactions. And all of a sudden, you can now see why money is the hot subject of blockchain and crypto, because isn't trust and transparency missing in the world of money for the last 5 decades at least since I've been alive? Absolutely. And so look at this. They've already delivered HyperPay, done. Hyperbank, done. Molecular of the Future, done. HyperDAO, done. HyperCash, done. Mars Mall, delivered. And they're bringing the rest to play in the next couple of years. So they're delivering technology. They've already delivered tons of it, and they're bringing much more. What do they need us for again? Customers. They've only got 1 million customers plus on Hyperbank. There's 7+ billion people on the planet. Even 1% would do, wouldn't it? So we've got very little penetration in terms of customers. And so they're on a mission through Hyperfund Global to build a community of entrepreneurs that can bring them an army of customers. All right. So our job today is to help you get into the community, and the community's job is to bring customers for free. Could you get people onto Hyperbank for free? HyperPay for free? Hypermall, a blockchain mall like Amazon, for free? Can you sign people around the world for free on all these projects? Of course you can. So for people that are willing to do that, there's a fortune to be made along the way. But even better is look at the exit now. Boom. To publicly list Hypertech Group on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange as the world's biggest blockchain IPO. If you didn't make money out of the IPOs that have passed, whether it was WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram, or previous to that, whether it was Amazon or Apple or IBM, if you missed out on every massive opportunity in your lifetime, don't miss out on this one. This is it, my friends. It's happening again during your life. Opportunity is saying, hello, are you ready to take me seriously this time? All right. So this is our chance to do something special. So you can join our community today, get education on blockchain and crypto, receive passive daily rewards. That for me is the hook of the century, because every member gets free rewards every day. It's a gift that comes into your back office and you can cash your rewards out going forward for a fortune. More about that in a second. And then we've got our exclusive pre-sale offers. This company gives us a heads up on the best projects around going forward. I've been with the company now 15 months. They've offered 7 projects. All of them have been a hit, every one of them. Some of them I've made 100% gain, some 200, 300, 400%, and a couple of them more than like 10x growth in just 3 or 4 months. So if you love the idea of where this is going, get yourself on board. It's painless. 300 Tether gets you in. Tether, I already mentioned, is the 3rd biggest cryptocurrency in the world. The reason we use it, it's a stable currency. It means that 1 Tether is always locked into the dollar. And so a dollar is a Tether. So 300 Tether, you can actually buy that with $300, right? You take your $300, you go to any of these big crypto exchanges like Binance.com and you buy Tether. Bang. Swap your paper money for crypto money. That doesn't go like that and throw you off balance. It's like that, solid and stable, fixed at $1. Boom, and you're in the game, all right? So no monthly fees, no forced upgrades, no hidden agenda. That's it. Over 200,000 members around the world have already joined us, and I hope you're going to join us today as well. So again, you might be wondering, how on earth do they give us a 0.5 to 1% a day, Kalps? I mean, that's a huge chunk of change right there. You know, how do they produce 0.5 to 1% a day of rewards? Very, very simple. They are, as I've already mentioned, one of the big 4 mining operators on the planet. So these 4 companies account for 60% of all Bitcoins manufactured on the planet. All right. So they're one of the biggest mining groups on the planet. And they've been doing that for 3 years and they continue to move down that journey. But prior to that, Ryan's been mining since 2009. All right. So, he's an absolute master and legend. I don't even know how big he is on a personal level, but just in terms of the big 4, he also owns one of those. So everything I've shared so far is all money making. They have got cash cows everywhere. They know how to scale businesses. They know how to build them. They know how to scale them. They know how to make sure that they're all highly profitable. So they've mastered that side. They also earn, as brokers, fees from listing tokens onto big exchanges, and they get a clip on every transaction on the planet when people buy and sell cryptocurrency on over 40 exchanges. But forget all of that. Even if they didn't touch any of those mega money-making lottery machines they've got around the world, they are well-known crypto whales, famous crypto whales. It means that the world knows that when they decide to sell crypto, the price goes down, and when they decide to buy crypto, the price goes up. They influence crypto prices, all right? So when I say they influence, they can move, like every crypto, they can move it by a couple of percent this way and a couple of percent that way, and a couple of percent this way and a couple of percent that way. And they can do that all day long, every day, all over the world. So this is like being on the right side of the casino table, all right? So if you understand how casinos work, you might have heard the phrase, the house always wins. Even when the customer wins, they lose. The long game always is customers losing and the house winning, all right? Because that's just the nature of how that business works. Here, these guys are the house. When it comes to blockchain and crypto, they can do with our money what we couldn't do, all right? So they are giving us that break. Thanks to Ryan Ju. You can hear all about him on Amazon Prime. There's a documentary. If you've got Amazon Prime, where you are, jump on there, look up Next Blockchain. If it's still on, watch all 6 episodes. It's phenomenal. You're going to love it. You're going to learn about this extraordinary industry that is just going at the speed of knots all the way to the moon and back, right? So that's what we're building here. And so if you haven't got that in your country or where you are, get a recorded version from your friend. We have got a recorded version that is available. So now let's talk money. Now that we've got the credibility done, transparency done, who they are, what they do, and how profitable it is, now that you know they can deliver your 0.5 to 1% a day, let's see how that works. When you buy a membership, you receive 3 times your membership back, all right? So for example, if you purchased a 300 Tether package, you would receive a gift every day of 1.5 units at 0.5%, right? 0.5% of 300 is 1.5 units, all right? 1 unit is worth a Tether. So now you're getting 1.5 units every day back until you've had 900. How cool is that? When's the last time you tripled anything in value, all right? Now, at this point, when you've collected 50 units, you can either withdraw, so you can take your profits and spend them, or you can rebuy. That's the option you have. The reason I highlight that now is I'm going to show you how you can use the magic of rebuys to really create wealth, right? Because let's face it, 300 to 900, as nice as it is, as smart as it is, as intelligent as it is, it's not going to transform your life. It's not going to change your life forever. It's nice. That's all it'll ever be, is nice. Like, that was a nice result. I turned 300 to 900. Now, if you're more ambitious and you're able to, why don't you jump in a little bit higher? There's no upper limit. So based on your individual situation and your personal appetite for risk, given all of the evaluation that you go ahead and do with the due diligence document, you can make whatever decision you want. We've got people, tons of people jump in at tens of thousands and sometimes even hundreds of thousands. And we've even had 3 clients that I know of so far come in at $1 million a piece. All right. So everything is relative. You do your due diligence. For me, if it's good enough for people coming in at $1 million, they would have done way more due diligence than I did. And so it's good enough for me and everyone else. Right. So that's this deal. Now I want to give you some examples. Let's say you just come in and started with 10,000 Tether membership, right? So you went to the marketplace with $10,000, you purchased 10,000 Tether from a crypto exchange, and you handed them over to Hypertech Group to work for you. Now your money's working for you in the crypto world, and you're getting back a gift of 0.5% a day for being part of this community. That's 50 units a day, every day. You will end up withdrawing, and you can withdraw it every day, although I don't recommend it because it costs you $3 plus gas fees to withdraw. Wait for it to build up and take out 500 at a time if you want, or 1,000 at a time. But here you go, 30,000 units coming back your way, done. All right, 3x, nice, clean, and tidy. But if you don't need that cash flow, which is 1,500 a month, by the way, right? 50 a day, 15% a month, 1,500 a month, done. If you didn't need to pull it out and spend it, well, then you're in a really strong position because you can take advantage of the rebuy strategy. If you rebuy every day with those 50 units and put them back to work for you, then day 1, you start with 10K, day 2, you've got 10K, and then you've got a 50K working for you, a 50 unit working for you. Day 3, you've got 10K, 50, and another 50 working for you, so on and so forth. Think of it as a conveyor belt. You're adding new 50s on the conveyor belt that spit back out to you at 150, 3x every time, which means that by the end of month 1, if you now start withdrawing every day, you can pull out 35K almost over the next 21 months. What would you rather have? Start with 10K today and have 30K in 20 months, or 35K in 21 months? Can you see the power? The power of delayed gratification. Absolutely insane. All right. Einstein talks a lot about this concept. Look at this. Example number 3. If you were able to hold off for 5 months, delayed gratification for 5 months, don't spend your money. Hold on to it, 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 bang, then withdraw everything for 20 months. And over the 25-month period, you walk away with 64K. That, my friends, is real. All right. And it's as real as it gets. And you can do that. In the next couple of years, you can turn 10K into 64K, and you can use that 64K to wipe the slates clean. Control, Alt, Delete. Put yourself back onto zero with an opportunity to build rather than constantly suffocating, trying to swim in quicksand. All right. So most people on the planet are in debt. This is, for me, a very, very powerful get out opportunity. And again, if you're able to hold off for a year, you walk away with 185K in just 32 months. If you can picture it, most people can't picture that far forward. Most people living day to day, most people can't even picture next month, right? But if you can picture it, if you have vision, or if you can train vision into your mind, 32 months, boom, that's life-changing stuff for most people, right? So here's the numbers again from another perspective. Let me say it another way. If you start with 10K today, you'll get 30K back over 20 months. And that means that you're pulling out 1,500 a month every month. Done. But if you rebuy, then, you know, after a month, you're pulling out 1,745 as an average. After 5 months, you're pulling out 3K. And after 12 months, you're pulling out 9K a month. Can you see that? That's nuts. Like in the first month of withdrawals, you've almost broken even. You've got your initial back, and then you've got another nice 19 clean months of banking the profits. All right. So here's another little tip of getting wealthy. Most people spend what they make. Wealthy people spend what their money makes. Have a look. How much is your money making for you? Is your money employed or is it unemployed? Is it working or is it sunbathing? Like, what is your money doing? Is it collecting dust or growing? Most people don't know this stuff. They weren't taught, they don't teach us this at school. This is self-education, right? And so look, don't confuse this with other Billy Bob deals, right? There's a ton of Billy Bobs out there that will fleece you every opportunity they get. They'll paint a nice, pretty picture, have no experience, no background, no deep pockets, in fact, empty pockets. They're looking to you for money to build their company. There's a gazillion of those projects all day, every day of the week, all right? That's why I say that something like this doesn't come across your table every day. So here are some common responses and questions that we get. Kalpesh, this seems too good to be true. That's one of the most common responses we get. And I say, do you know what? That's why the due diligence is important. Check it out. Make sure you understand the timing of what's going on here. Kalps, I'm new to cryptocurrency. It's okay. We've got you. Your friend that invited you will show you how to buy cryptocurrency, show you how to buy your package. They'll hold your hand step by step and show you how to get into the industry. We have ongoing training, the back office, the education is awesome. So everything's there for you to learn and step by step, get familiar with this space. Can I withdraw my initial membership if my car breaks down next week? No, you can't. So just know that, right? Once you purchase your membership, that money is working for you as you intended it to. And what you can withdraw is your daily rewards, the gift that you get back daily. Every time it accumulates to 50, boom, you can withdraw. You have access to it anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What happens after my membership has tripled? Nothing. That's the end of the agreement. However, if you've been rebuying, then your initial 300 may have become 900 after 20 months. But then don't forget, you've got 50 turning to 150, another 50 turning to 150. And you might have a whole bunch of those, depending on how long you did your rebuy for, coming back to you. Can I top up? Yeah, anytime, right? So if your account goes to 0 on pending rewards, you can bang another 300 in there and boom, you're up and running once again for another 900 out, all right? So minimum 300 or more. How do I join? Get back to the person who invited you and they will show you how to buy Tether, how to send it to your account and how to purchase your package, all right? Now, very, very important if you're new. I get horror stories from members trying to be clever, or I should say new people trying to be clever, not holding the hand of their sponsor, going into the world of crypto, having never done it before, and sending different cryptocurrencies to the address. And in this industry, you will lose your money if you send the wrong money to the wrong account, right? So don't do that. It's simple, it's easy, but if you're new and you don't know what you're doing, it's also easy to get it wrong, right? So just make sure you get the help of your friend, please. That's why we say there's a system in place, all right? So listen, if you're a yes, congratulations and welcome to the family. Your job is very, very simple. Next steps. Number 1, join, all right? Your friend will show you how to do that after this Zoom. Number 2, scan the due diligence, get more comfortable, build your belief, get comfortable and understand what's going on here. And number 3, come to these Zooms. We hold them every day. We've got trainings all weekends as well. So there's loads and loads of opportunity for you to get in and come into the community, become part of the community, because there's so much more available than just 3X or just the rebuy strategy, all right? We've actually got a proven success system that works and creates wealth. So if you like the idea of becoming wealthy, 3X is not going to do that for you. Neither is the rebuy strategy on its own, unless you come in at like $1 million, right? But most people don't come in at $1 million as you would have rightly worked out anyway. So come in at whatever level you can and then use the strategy I'm going to share in part 2. So now you get to hear from some of our members and a couple of testimonials before we move into part 2. And if you love part 1, my goodness, get ready. Part 2 is going to blow your socks off. So this is your opportunity to step over your fears, step over your doubts, and just hear what some of our members have to say. I'd love to invite Paul to unmute first. Hi, Paul. Welcome. Thank you so much. Please go ahead and share.
Hi, Kalpesh. How are you doing? Good to see you again, my friend. Yeah, listen, some of you may be familiar with my story, but I lost my wife to COVID last year. I lost my job at Christmas. We lost £5,500 income between the two of us, and I was reduced to £100 a week through fostering. We've been foster carers for 25 years. So my future was kind of not looking great, to be fair. But luckily enough, I'd come across this through my sponsors, Sharon and Dan, and I realised this looked like it could be my answer. But my head was in the wrong place. I was going through depression, struggling financially. It wasn't great. I've got money invested. I've got gold, silver, some crypto, other currencies, but it's all tied up. Can't use it, can't do anything with it. So I decided, you know what, if the opportunity presents itself, I'm in. And lo and behold, on the 17th, I got access to a paid up pension, and I came straight in with 10K I quadrupled my income the day after I signed up.
Wow.
Quadrupled it. I'm now on 1,500 a month. I just made my first withdrawal of 500, which I showed yesterday on the recording. So I know the system works. Guys, this is my last chance. I've done so much. I've been stung, I've been hurt, I've been robbed, I've been kicked, I've been everything else. But this is for me the real deal. It's life changing. It's changed my life, and now I'm changing the lives of others. I'm helping poverty. I'm helping people in orphanages. I've got 7 orphanages that I contribute to now, and it's just changed my life. I'm just so grateful that my sponsors knew that this was right for me. They didn't hound me. They didn't harass me. They just kept saying, "How's it going, Paul? Where are you at? Look, you need to keep looking at this." And I did my due diligence. Still doing it, because I kind of think someone's going to wake me up and find out that this is all a dream. But yeah, I've got a friend on here tonight, and I hope he can see the beauty of this. This for me is the people's money. It's getting it away from the banks. It's getting it away from governments. We control our destiny, and I think for the first time in the history of the world, people now have the power to change their lives rather than be influenced by other people's lives. So I'm grateful, Kalps.
Thank
Love
you
you,
so
guy.
much.
You're
Love you
amazing.
too, my brother. Thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful share as always. Next up, I want to bring in Larry. Hey, Larry, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm real good. How are you,
Awesome.
Del?
Yeah, good, good.
Yeah, I think, the more that people, and I think America kind of woke up here in the last few days, and I think that's why we went down, because people are to research. And the more the research they do, the more healthy that is for the whole space of blockchain and where it's going, because people are lost. I mean, they're buying the coins that are just like made for nothing. I mean, just buying everything, and you can't just buy everything. There's going to be some winners. There's going to be some Amazons. There'll never be another Tesla. But I'm going to tell you, the world is going to change a lot, and I want to be a part of that. And that's why I'm a part of this group. And I love going on the app and going to the academy and learning about different things, because that's what we need to do. That's what all of us need to do if we want to make a difference.
Amazing, isn't it? Love it. I love the academy as well. It's it's
It is
magic in there, isn't it? Love it. Thank you, Larry. Beautiful. So again,
Absolutely.
so when you sign up, you're going to get access to a library of videos with little mini tests as well, just to make sure that you're getting it as you're going along. Starts off nice and easy, basic baby steps. Basic, intermediate, and beginners, intermediate, and advanced level education modules. Really, really awesome. Joel, how we doing, buddy? Love to hear from you. Please unmute.
Hey, Calps. Really
Hey,
good,
hey.
thanks, man. It's been an absolute brilliant day. It's remarkable, isn't it? You can set a goal, no matter how big it is. It's almost like insurance when you're setting a goal, like house insurance, because you pay monthly for the insurance and you don't get that investment back. In this case, membership, you have to wait for it. But as it slowly matures, and if in the event a fire was to break out, of course, that insurance is there. Exact same thing here, guys. You have an insurance that over a period of time will pay you off. And, you don't actually have to suffer at the hands of the banks, where they're going to pay you 0.01%. It's not even a penny on your hard-earned cash a year, where you can get between 0.5% and 1% here. So our goal is really to get to 1 million in overall team value. That's by the end of this year. So we're really excited. I've been on the phone all day, and Calps, I can't even thank you enough for all the support over the last 16 years. You have been consistent. I can tell you've been doing it for a long time, because you just don't change your spirit, your energy, your vibe, and most of all, you know, how much you give, man. I have to thank you so much, Calp. So it's thank you from me. She's getting involved as well, by the way.
Awesome. Welcome.
And let's really take it to the next level. Thanks, Calp.
100%, Joel. Thank you so much, my brother. Awesome. Looking forward to an amazing journey ahead and transforming many, many more lives. So with that said, I'm going to jump now into part 2. So as I've already told you before, if you loved part 1, oh my goodness, you're in for a treat, right? How many have we got in the room so far? 891, almost 900 happy people in the room so far. If you're not happy about part 1, this is your opportunity to jump out. Just click on the little red button on the bottom that says leave. Boom, you carry on with your life, no problem. Just one little bit of advice I always give everyone that comes for the first part. If this wasn't for you, find something that is. Don't ever give up on your dreams, right? You came here because you were open to something. Remain open until you find whatever it is that you're looking for, all right? With that said, thank you so much. We love the fact that you came and at least gave us the first half an hour of this presentation. Now, if you're staying behind, and we're all still here, I'm in, then part 2 is where it gets really juicy, right? Because like I've mentioned before, 300 or 1,000 turn into 3,000, nice, not going to change your life. To be honest, even 10,000 turn into 30,000 is not going to change your life. It'll be nice. That's all it will be. And it'll be a great nice. You know, you'll have 20 months of 1,500 a month coming in. Beautiful. Who's going to knock that on there? Nobody. But if you want to really look at how you can transform the way you relate to money, how you transform the way that money works for you for the future, then part 2 is where it is all at. So I'm going to come back in the room and I'm going to continue the journey. So this is for hungry people with a burning desire to thrive rather than just survive, right? And just by sharing your story, you can start winning. So just like you heard a few short stories there, you know, I teach people to learn to tell a 60-second story, all right? If you can learn to tell your story in 60 seconds, you can get the attention of tons of people every day. And the story can be really simple. Hey, listen, do you know what? A friend of mine showed me something recently. I got involved with them on a phenomenal project. I get paid every day. Boom. People want to know what's going on. So just learn to share, you know, nice little nuggets, drop the nuggets in and then let them grow, nurture the nuggets and let them grow into curiosity, let them grow into people wanting to know more and then bring them to the Zoom and let the Zoom do the work. You get to make a massive difference to the lives of many. And so with that said, let me show you how the company rewards people for helping grow the community, because that's what they want. They want a community of millions of people that will bring tens of millions of people to the ecosystem. All right. So that's what this whole project is about. When you refer people directly, think Amazon, think affiliate program. Very simple. All of the big companies think Facebook. You know, in Facebook, you invited all your friends. You remember that? You might have forgotten. It was about, you know, a good 10, 12 years ago that you got onto Facebook, right? So you may well have forgotten how it worked. But you got an invite and then you got, you know, your app, you had a little pop-up say, would you like to invite your contacts? And most of them went, yep. And boom, all of our contacts got a message saying, come and join me on Facebook. We built all of those networks for free. They made billions, tens of billions, hundreds of billions. How much did they give you? Nada, zero, nothing. All right. Here, every time you refer somebody and they sign up, you get the opportunity to get a 20% rewards match, which means whatever they receive every day, you get a 20% match of that. For example, you invite John, John buys a membership, whatever passive he gets every day, 20% of that match comes back to you as a thank you every day. It's insane. Now imagine if John's excited, he might bring his sister along, right? Then his sister will sign up through John's link. John's on your level 1, John's sister ends up on your level 2. Got it? Well, if John's sister's on your level 2, at this point, you're not qualified to get anything. But if you go and refer one other person, then you unlock level 2. In fact, you can unlock 20 levels by referring other people. So when you tell Jane, Jane signs up directly onto your level 1 alongside John. So John and Jane are your contacts, but it unlocks level 2. So when John brings his sister Mary, boom, you're going to get a 15% match every day on Mary's daily rewards. And you can go ahead and unlock up to 20 levels by referring 20 people. That's it, my friends. That's our entire pay structure explained. One page, 1 minute, napkin presentation done. There's no complicated equations to work out and balancing acts and this and that, no, nothing. That's it. You tell as many people as you can, each one opens up another level, and then you get a kickback on all of their daily rewards. Done. Now, what all this does is accelerates your 3x. There's a magic in this. Watch how it works. I'll explain it on this page. So pay close attention. Take a deep breath, lean forward if you have to, sit up, do whatever you got to do to engage your body in the conversation. And now learn this. Let's say that you've purchased a 300 tether membership. We know that turns to 900. And that will kick back to you at a minimum of 1.5 units a day as a gift until you've had 900 units back. At that rate, it takes 600 days. All right, do the maths. 1.5 a day times 600 days, 900 units, done. But if you refer John to a Zoom call, you said, John, listen, a friend of mine invited me to see this information. I checked it out, loved it, and decided to get on board onto a phenomenal project, joined an amazing community. And guess what? Today, I got paid. John, it's been a week now since I spoke to you. I've been getting paid every single day. I want you to come and check it out on the Zoom. John still doesn't show up. Give it another week. John, it's been 2 weeks. Every day I'm getting paid. I want you to check it out. You can get paid with me every day. John comes along because, oh my God, I can't believe I wasted 2 weeks. Let me get in. John comes in for 1,000 tether. John gets 3,000 back at the rate of 5 a day. 600 days later, John's had his 3,000. Because you referred John, the company gave you 1 tether a day. John got 5 a day, you got 1 a day for 600 days. Done. Now here's the magic. Are you ready? Your 300 doesn't take 600 days anymore to triple. You got 1.5 a day coming in passive on your own membership. You got 1 a day coming in from your referral, meaning you're on 2.5 units a day, which means it only takes you 360 days to triple your membership. Got it? Doesn't have to take 600 days. Less than a year. It can go even faster. How? Watch this. You invited Jane as well to unlock level 2. Do you remember? So Jane comes in. She's a better contact of yours in terms of finances. You know, maybe more careful with her money, or more of an entrepreneur, has made some money along the way and got some cash liquid available. Goes, bosh, 10,000 tether. I'm in. Thank you, Kalps. Love it. In this scenario, Jane's going to get 3x back at the rate of 50 a day for 600 days. The company gives you 10 a day match. 20% of 50, 10 a day, 600 days, 6,000 units to you out of a 10,000 referral. That's why I'm telling you, after 25 years of full-time professional marketing online, there has never been a better program than this. And look at the magic. Your 2.5 from John and you, plus 10 from Jane, push you on 12.5 units a day in 72 days. You will have had your 900 units back. Where else can you triple in 72 days? It gets better. John brought Mary along, remember? John brought his sister Mary to the Zoom. Mary loved it. Said, thank you, John. Gosh, I've been looking for something. Comes in at 10K, ends up getting 50 a day every day for 600 days. John receives the 20% match. You get a 15% match. Boom. Add the 7.5 a day to your 12.5 previous, and you're on 20 a day. 45 days, triple, done. What more do you want? 1.5 months, and you've tripled. You can now imagine what happens if you told 3 or 4 people, and they told 3 or 4 each, and you've now got a dozen people on your second level. The numbers go ballistic. So let me just recap in another way. So for every 1,000 tether of referrals that you make, your contact will get 3,000 units back, all right, in rewards every day as a gift. You receive 600. If they just come in and withdraw everything over the next 600 days, you receive 600 in rewards as a match, 20% of 3,000. Level 2, people you don't know, your contacts, you get 450 per 1,000. Level 3, 300 per 1,000. Level 4, level 5, level 6, 150 per 1,000. You could have dozens of people on those levels. You could have hundreds of people on those levels, making you thousands and thousands and thousands of units in rewards just because you had a conversation with a handful of smart people that you know. How about that? This goes down 20 levels deep, my friends. Who do you know that demonstrates their commitment to success? A lot of people talk a good talk, right? I'm not saying bring the pipe dreamers along. You'll find plenty of people sitting in a pub getting drunk every weekend, talking about fast cars and big houses. They'll never drive one and never live in one. I'm talking about people that actually have a dream, people that actually have goals. They have aspirations. They want to progress. They want better. They know they've got more inside them than the system gives them. If you know people like that, bring them to the Zoom. Bring your best contacts forward and build your empire. All right. Now imagine if they understood the rebuy strategy, because I just showed you what happens if they just are passive. What if they did the rebuy for a year? Well, 1,000 goes 6x in 1 year. We know that. And the 6x triples. All right. So boom, you're going to end up with 18,000 units for your contacts. So you tell John, John comes in 1,000, rebuys for a year, and then withdraws every day until the next 600 days. Boom. John pulls out 18,000 units after 600 days on top of the first year. Boom, done. Look what happens to you. 20% of 18,000, 3,600. 15% on level 2, nice. 10% on level 3, life changing, my friends. And imagine this now going down to 20 levels. It's insane. Where else can you sell something for 1,000 and get 3,600 back? Hyperfund Global is where. Here you can get your, literally get your skates on, pull your finger out, as they say, and get to work. And you can turn your dreams and desires into reality. All right. And so teach your team to plug in every day and really get the duplication machine going, and anything is possible. We also have this rank advancement ladder. You can sit down with your friend and they'll show you how to get through that later on. But in a nutshell, as you start sharing, the more people you share with, the bigger the team you build, you move up this rank and you get an overrider up to 12% per account every day on every level. Level 1 goes from 20 to 32. Level 2 goes from 15 to 27. Level 3 goes from 10 to 22. Can you see? You add 12% on all 20 levels, but look at the top of the slide. This is an infinity reward. It means level 21 is 12% if you're a 5-star. Level 22 is 12%. And however many levels your organization goes around the world, 12% on every account matched every day. When you get to 2-star and above, you tap into a world pool, global pool, 4 of them, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star. They get bigger every time you climb up a rank. So that's what's available. These are our rank advancers around the world. Massive hats off. These are just in the last couple of weeks. Massive, massive achievements here. And these are the ones during the previous part of May. You can see loads and loads of qualifications. This is all May. Amazing, right? 1 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. These all qualified in May. All right. These ones qualified the year that we've been going, the last 14, 15 months. Massive, massive congrats to all of our members around the world that are climbing the ranks of success, working hard, working smart, building their future. I love this. Each and every one of these smiley faces deserves to be here because they've built an organization that's worthy of recognition. And then you've got 3 stars. Check out the smiles. They get bigger every time you move up another rank, right? And why not? So they should. And, onwards from there, our 4-star rock stars around the world. And again, last but not least, the 5 stars. These are the people, they are what we would call in Goodfellas, made men and women. They are done and dusted, all right? They've knocked it out the ballpark, done what needed to be done, and achieved the top result. And here you can see Ryan Zhu having a fun time with us guys. We were blessed. He showed up out of the blue. He just surprise visited us here in Dubai. We were invited to Dubai for a meal with Jade and Wee and the management team early in February. We all flew over, and it was awesome having a meal and sharing some laughs and sharing some vision for the future. And all of a sudden, bang, in pops this casual guy chilling out, and we didn't even notice because nobody knew he was coming, right? And all of a sudden, he's run around the table, shaking everyone's hands, looking into their eyes, thanking them and being grateful for what we've done. And it was New Year's for them. Chinese New Year's is a big deal. For him to fly out to Dubai to greet us, only to go back into a lockdown for 2 weeks in China, away from his family, is insane. He doesn't need to do this. This guy, worth more billions than anyone knows. And he's spending time with us in the field because he wanted to show his appreciation for the work we're doing. So we're super blessed to have such an owner amongst our midst. So again, check out the due diligence. Do not take this moment in time for granted. Do not tarnish this opportunity with the others that you might have seen elsewhere. Don't try and even compare. They don't compare. We are leagues apart. So get this document from your inviter and just check out their mega success story. With or without us, they're on their way. They're already the #1 blockchain crypto company on the planet, full stop, by a long stretch. They're just empowering their technology with people now, hence why this window has opened up for us, a window of maybe 3, 4, or 5 years to get them to the IPO, right? When they get to the IPO, all of us that got in the community will benefit from the IPO. That's the ultimate dream. How many stories do you read of people that got in this early on an IPO? Oh my gosh. What wishes are you still holding on to that could come true through here? What wishes have you not buried? What wishes have you not given up on? Let's dust them off and let's go to work. There are many opportunities all over the world, I know. Opportunities like this, do you know what? They don't knock often. When they do, pay attention. When this opportunity knocks today, your life has got a sliding doors moment. Take that opportunity and do what you know you can, right? Unless you don't, all right? So, maybe you want your life to stay exactly as it is, and that's fine too. So in the beginning, I promised to show you a company that was built on honesty and integrity, solid, credible, documented, well-funded, with experienced owners who are trusted by leaders in the industry, and in the most profitable trend of the decade. Your search is finally over. If you're genuinely and honestly looking for an opportunity, then we have delivered today. And the key here is to make sure you follow through with not just a decision, but with action. And we'll support all of that. We do wicked trainings for everybody, right? We have such a blast in our trainings. So winners make great decisions. This 95% of everybody retires broke. We already know that. That's a global international statistic that the Industrial Revolution has produced. Cool. We appreciate that that's where it's at. What's next? Blockchain, crypto. The new economy has started to the wheels have turned. The new economy is in motion, and there will be families in this industry that will be set up for generations to come. But they won't be the people that are operating on fear, indecision, and poor decision-making mechanics, which is why people retire broke. There's no reason to retire broke other than those kind of decision-making practices. So, and again, a reminder, it is a $300 decision and not a $300,000 decision. So don't really pour so much fear over it, like you're going to die if you make the decision. Just relax, step forward and learn about what's going on. Step into your power, have courage, and make that great decision today. And join this like-minded community on this march forward to empowering people with blockchain and crypto knowledge, wisdom, and of course, rewards. So don't let this be another missed opportunity. We're going to come back into the room now. I want to leave you with this little phrase here that I love. We rise by lifting others. I think that captures it all. Your inviter has already made their decision to move their life forward. They now want to lift others. And so I hope that you decide to join them, although that will always be your choice. And you've always got the option not to join them. So with that said, let's get back in the room and here's some more stories, or if there's new people and you've got questions, I'll take those on too. So we've got, let's see, all members. So let's start with Sheila. Hi, Sheila, please unmute yourself. Sheila.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
how we
Kalpesh.
doing?
How you doing? I'm great. I'm great.
Awesome.
Just wanted to share my little brief testimony for the benefit of anyone who it might resonate with. When I heard about Hyperfund, I was in a place where I have been in network marketing, not on a major scale, but enough to stick with it because I always had a side hustle running. And we had had some losses the year before. So I was definitely looking for something where I didn't have to talk to anybody. So when I heard about Hyperfund, my cousin, we didn't watch a presentation. She went on YouTube and found something and said, looks like if you put your money in there, they'll triple it, give it back to you in 20 months. And so I was like, well, if I had $1,000 in the bank, and the other thing too was it was a $300, $500, and $1,000 membership. We didn't know you could do more. So she was like, I'm going in with 3. I'm like, I don't do minimums. I'm going with 1,000 because if I have $1,000 in the bank, I will not have 3,000 in 20 months. So I signed up, purchased my memberships, and that night we watched the presentation. And it's so funny because the two of us heard 2 different things. She was like, oh, I'm going to go do paparazzi. And I was like, no, wait. This rebuy thing sounds interesting. So you're telling me that 1,000 membership I purchased, if I just rebuy and rebuy and rebuy, it will grow to not just, I won't just get 3,000 out of it, but $39,577.75. I was like, I have to share this now. This made sense. But what intrigued me the most about this program is the fact that on my own, I could put enough in here where it could really change my financial landscape, whether I spoke to anyone or not.
Hmm.
Okay. So for me, I was like 1,000, 3,000, 39,000. I have to find some more money to put in this thing. This is a gold mine, which I did. I like what Sue says. I manifested some money and I
Yeah.
put more in there, where today, if I didn't talk to anyone, I would be, I'm being rewarded with about $3,900 a month. Okay. I can live off of that. But
Yeah.
I didn't, but like you said, it gets better. I didn't stop there. I shared it with a bunch of people and I love sharing. Sharing is caring. And
Yeah.
today, and I started February 1, if I didn't mention that before, today, my rewards in 30 days from sharing is almost $11,000. 11,000 HU
In
in 30
30
days.
days.
Okay. Yes. So, I'm just saying that this is I haven't had that much experience in the network marketing world, but I've been in enough network marketing companies to know that there is no program like that out there at all, at all.
Love
When
it.
you have you really, really, this is when they say you create your you change your financial landscape and you are in control, there's nothing like it. So I'm loving this space. I'm loving the community. It's such a global community, and I can't help but share with everyone that I know. So thanks
Loving
for
it.
letting me share.
Thank you so much, Sheila. A beautiful story, and it just keeps getting stronger and stronger every single time. I love it. Well done. Next up is Carl. How you doing, champ?
Hey, I'm doing great, Kalps. I want to share something with a lot of people out here because maybe they're going to resonate with this. I've been in the industry for 40 years. Okay. I've been in the crypto space for 8 years. Like a lot of people, gone around to different crypto gigs that I'm going to call them gigs because these gigs start up and then they disappear, right? That's what they are. And this one here has been sitting quietly in the background for almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty well known in the industry, and I usually get hit with everything. And I'm surprised nobody actually came after me with this thing way back when it came out. I learned about this 2 months ago. I'm on about 65 days in now. And during that time, I started with 1,000. I had that in there. And then I started doing the rebuy thing and I started thinking, well, this thing is pretty cool, right? Because I'm doing these rebuys every 10 days. And, for long story short, I shared it with a few people. The program that I was in prior to this, it took me 6.5, 7 months to build a team of 2,800. Okay. And the reason I'm saying that is that I've been in here for 2 months. I have a small little team right now. Okay. We're building, and I actually make more money now in this one than I did in the other one that took me 8 months to build.
Wow.
Right. I'm at $504 a day, everybody. And I started with 1,000. So anybody can do that. You share it because everybody out there needs to make money. And this is the way for them to do that. Recover from everything that we've been in for the last year and a little bit. And this is where it is. In the crypto space, I don't care where you look, you are not going to find anything that's as powerful as this. Trust me, I've been there. They're not going to last. This is here. Thanks again for having me on. Awesome. By the way, fantastic job as usual on these calls.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciated. And what a beautiful share, beautiful story. Guys and girls, I hope you're listening here. 65 days, 15,000 a month in residual income, not one-time recruitment income. This is residual numbers you're hearing about from people here. Unheard of and unfathomable in this industry. This company's producing phenomenal stories every day. Next up is Sivuile. How are you, my brother? Sivuile.
KP.
Hey,
Hello,
hey.
leadership KP.
Hey, how are you, bro?
How are you?
Wonderful, thank you. Yourself?
I'm fine, leadership KP. I'm fine. Leadership KP, thank you. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation, leadership KP, always.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Leadership KP, my two partners, business partners who have spoken, they have said a lot. They have seen a well. This is a well, leadership Kalpesh. This is a well that is not stopping at any given moment.
Mm-hmm.
You You know, leadership Kalpesh, the word tragedy, it is a downfall of a mighty figure because of a certain flaw or mistake in his psychophysical makeup. Many people have gone through a tragedy, but this company is wiping away a tragedy that people were involved in before. This company is building a character. It is about character development. This company is about a second chance. Then I'm pleading everyone in the call, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all shoulders on the wheel. The battle chooses you. You failed before. Now is the time. Now is the time for a turnaround. A turnaround is about restoration, leadership Kalpesh. Restoration is nothing but renewal. You are renewing what you lost before. A turnaround, leadership Kalpesh, is about rejuvenation. It is about synergy, velocity, speed. Everything has to change. Everything has to change. And Hyper Fund is that particular organism. It is about a renewal, a turnaround, basically. It is about resuscitation, breathing new life into you. It is resurrection. It is a redemption. Let us utilize our talent. We have talent. Each and every one of us in the call is a lion. Unleash the lion in you. Let us use our talent. Let us use our tools. You are giving us tools, leadership Kalpesh. You are giving us techniques. You are giving us tactics. You are giving us modus operandi. Suffering is over, leadership Kalpesh. Suffocation in poverty is over. It's our time. It's our time. Let us change tests into testimonies. Let us change our troubles into trophies. Thank you so much, leadership Kalpesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Sivuile. Awesome, absolutely. I'm totally aligned. Let's do that. Maureen, you're up next. How are we doing? Please unmute yourself. Maureen.
Hi, this is actually Maureen's sister, Jo. I haven't got a testimony, but I have a couple of questions. Is that okay in this space and forum?
Yeah, of course. Yep, that's what it's for. Go for it.
Excellent. First of all, can I just say thank you so much for a very insightful and colourful presentation. I'm so glad I've spent the time to listen. The testimonies given by your partners or members have been inspirational, but I'm a bit confused. It sounds like something that I would be willing to get into myself, but I just don't understand the finance bit. Like, for example, what's the methodology behind the reward system? How do you justify the 1 to 1.5 ratio? And because the company is giving rewards, how does the company make a profit?
Brilliant. So great questions. First of all, the mechanism is that the company just produces massive results in the blockchain and crypto world. And what we do is we contribute to their pot, if you like. And they're continuing to do what they do, building huge companies, and they're rewarding us at the rate of 0.5 to 1% a day based on their own numbers. So they decide whether it's half today or 0.6 tomorrow or 0.7 the day after that. There's no differential. Everyone gets exactly the same. Wherever you're at in the plan, whatever level you came in at, doesn't matter. Everyone gets exactly the same reward every day. Make sense?
So if we were to flip it into another terminology, are we technically investing in the company and the reward is basically our return?
If we were to flip it into another technology, another set of words, you could explain it like that. But because we're not in that set of words, we're not in the regulated space, then yes, what we do is that's why we have a membership program. Cool. Just like Amex has a membership program, and Costco has one, and petrol stations have one, and supermarkets have one, and they give you points, and then you can redeem the points, right? So we operate in that space, membership space. Cool.
Oh, thank you. That was really, really helpful. Now I have a clear understanding.
Good.
I noticed that someone said that the company's been around for 2 years and it's been
Yeah.
silent and it's only now kind of surfacing. Is there a reason behind that? Was that a strategic play, or you're just now getting traction because of COVID?
Yeah, no, I mean, COVID's had a lot to do with it. So yeah, the company launched originally 2 years ago in June 2019. They opened up international operations late 2019, and things only really got going in around February of last year. And from February, we started picking up traction, started building. And, the company is very strict on compliance. You're not allowed to mass market and, let's say, spoil their brand on the internet. So they're very protective of their brand. So people aren't aware of the name and the brand because it's not splashed all over everywhere. That will have a lot to do with it. But 200,000 people in the business, that's certainly, it's not small by any means. And yeah, we're just enjoying the journey.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to explain that to me. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks, Maureen. Welcome to the family. Great to have you here. Next up is Sam. How you doing, buddy? Please unmute.
Hey, sorry. Caught me unawares there. It's caught me unawares. I was just making a quick calculation. Yeah, just very briefly. My story, I began here on the 4th of October, and today I'm pulling out $100 every single day. And every single day is a lot. When it comes to once a day, once is like, that's interesting. Every day starts making a real difference, and really does. And I'm moving upwards and upwards and upwards. Very briefly, one of my team, I have a team of about 15 people out in Kenya. Now, she won't mind me sharing that she's on a full-time school teacher. I mean, she's on $80 per day, per month, per month. And I was just looking while I was being distracted, I was looking at American figures, $3,000 a month for being a school teacher in America. So that works out some like huge women. I'm not going to do it, but basically you're talking a massive difference. Now, consider the levels that we're at here. When someone brings in $50 as a reward, that's a big deal for someone living in Kenya. And because she's doing so well, she's now made over 10,000 of sales. She herself is earning in the region of $50 every 8 days now. So that's like almost every week she's getting a monthly wage for the work that she's doing. I mean, she is an absolute trooper. She come from nowhere. I met her I say she comes from nowhere. I'm working on Facebook all day long, and she's come and she's gone, right, what is this? I want to know. And she's held on and she's held on. She's fought through. I mean, she's an absolute superstar. She's got like a team of 15. I wouldn't be surprised if Kenya will end up being one of the biggest teams in the organization. I'm super proud. And like my friend earlier, we're talking about leveling up. We're talking about making decisions that change the course of history. And this is a life-changing opportunity, which I urge you all to get involved in. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you so much. Beautifully worded. Next up is Dev. Hi, Dev. Please unmute yourself. Dev.
Thank you very much, Kalpesh sir. How are you?
Very well, thank you, sir. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good.
Today I crossed $22, and that's all for you.
Wonderful. 22 a day?
Yeah, it is my 10th day, and I completed my $22 a day.
Wow.
And that's awesome for me. And that's all credit actually going to.
We've lost your sound, Dev. Sorry. Oh, and we've lost your connection as well. Rosie, you're up next. Rosie, come on down. Hey, how are we doing?
I am amazing, Kalpesh. This is the best day of my life, better than yesterday, and tomorrow will be better than today.
Don't we love that about this business? Every day gets better.
Oh my, I can't wait to wake up the next day to check my rewards. And you know, Kalpesh, when I consider a senior now in the business because I'm here since basically November. So almost a little bit more than 6, 7 months. And the more you learn about the business, it's easier for you to share. Today I had a conversation with a friend of mine. He is an insurance agent, a friend of mine for a long time.
Yeah.
And he said, Rosie, we need to talk to people about how to be protected with life insurance so the family, when they die, they don't gonna go poor. And I said, listen to me. I work with insurance for over 20 years. But now what I want to share with you is more important than insurance. He said, what is more important than insurance? Show people how they can live and enjoy their money with the family without them dying to have the money. Because if your family wants life insurance, is after you die. You have to pay with your life for your family to enjoy the life insurance money. So what if instead of telling people, you know what, you do the biggest sacrifice, after you die, your family going to enjoy? No, we're gonna tell them, if you become part of Hyperfund, you become part of the community, you will have enough money, enough rewards to enjoy with your family together, make your dreams come true. You know, he's in. He's in.
Listen, I'm listening to you and I'm thinking, if I was an insurance salesperson, I'd be in. Just completely turned it on its head. I love it. Beautifully shared. You have to pay with your life for your family to benefit. Here, you enjoy the journey with them. I'm in. That's a no-brainer to me. Wow.
Exactly.
I love it.
So, Kalpesh, I have a special 30 minutes elevator speech to the different industry, for the real estate, for insurance agent, for every single one. You have to adjust yourself to the people. So, and from $2 to $50 a day in November. Yesterday, and for the past week, I've been making 8 ribeyes a day.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 8 a day.
8 a day. So,
wow.
And
so
it's
that's
growing.
400, that's 400 coming in, and you're rebuying, so you're adding 1,200 a day to your wealth.
Yes, so it's almost 50,000 HU in my pending rewards.
In 6 months, you've turned 300 into, so 500 into 60,000.
Yes.
Guys, and so Rosie, just remind me, how young are you again?
Oh, don't go to that, okay? I'm a grandma of two beautiful grandkids.
A grandmother of 2 beautiful kids, and look, you smashing it, showing the world there's no excuse, there's no story big enough. You start with 500, you share, and in 6 months, you're sat on top of an empire. I'm in.
Yes.
Rosie.
And thanks to this opportunity. And wait, when we reach 30 million and we grow the community for the company to go public, all the certifies account, we there to be part of this. So people, if it's your first time today, believe me, this is the best opportunity in the planet. And I've been in many opportunities all my life, but finally, I've been kissing a lot of frogs until I found my prince.
I love it. There you go. We got to thank the frogs because they got you to the prince. I'm in. Thank you.
Exactly.
Carmel, you're up next. Rosie's the best, man.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Just like Monty would say, you're gonna put me behind Rosie? You're gonna put me behind Rosie? Oh my gosh. Oh, Rosie, you are a queen, lady. I was taking notes. I was like, okay, Rosie's talking now. Let me take some notes. She's incredible. God bless you, Miss Rosie. God bless you, Sam. Oh my goodness, Mr. Paul, you guys, Savuye, amen, Savuye. This community is off the chain. So Rosie kind of stole my line. I was gonna say, but she's been doing it for over a week. I was gonna say I did my $400 rebuy today. I was gonna say that. In a row, right? So it was $350, and now it's 2 days in a row, 400, but
400 a day, done.
oh, darn, right? So anyways, just like, and she also, my pending rewards are, so started with 1,000 and I have 40x, Kalpesh, 40x. You understand? So this platform is doing everything that it said that it was going to do. And you know what I was thinking, like you said, Kalpesh, hold on for 5 months. Don't touch it for 5 months. Well, I'm going over 5 months. I'm not going to touch it until after the 15th of June. And at that point, I know that I'll be making over 600 HUs. I know that. So I already got that in the bag. But Kalpesh, let me tell you, I already know that prepare for an explosion of my business between June and July. Because all the naysayers that said, talk to me after you withdraw, I'm gonna go bam, right? I'm gonna withdraw like 2 $9,000 withdrawals, video, Zoom recording, everything, right? Just letting my rewards accumulate for, maybe 10 days once and 10 days another day. Anyways, shut the front door. When you see, oh my gosh, watch, there's gonna be a boom because I'm gonna dare all of them. They were like, oh, come talk to me after you withdraw. Okay, I got you. But anyways,
beautiful.
I love you guys. Thank you so much. You all have a wonderful day. And Sheila Vick is amazing. She was like, it gets better. Yes, it does. Peace, you guys. Thank you, Kalpesh, for your amazing presentation. Love you. Amazing. And I always learn something from you. Always learn something from you every time, man. I didn't even realize that Tether was the number 3. I was supposedly speaking to a stockbroker that knew everything. And when I told her about Tether, she was like, oh, Tether, what's this Tether? Because I was saying it's a stable coin. So our platform doesn't fluctuate. That's what I was saying. And she was like, well, how is that? I said, because we come onto the platform with Tether, which is a stable coin. And then she goes, what's Tether? Well, I thought you knew everything. But anyway.
I love it. Awesome. Thank you. Beautiful. Next up, we got Efanga. Hi, Efanga. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much, KP.
Hey.
I appreciate the training. I did a little, check up on you, getting to meet you for the first time, and your profile is very impressive. Somebody I would really like to work with. But a quick one. The trainings, the presentations like this one we just had, how can we have access to it? Like, is it recorded and can we have access to it?
Yes, I've recorded this one. I didn't cough either. So this one will go up on my YouTube, The Kalpesh Patel. If you look up The Kalpesh Patel on YouTube, you'll find this one on there later on tonight or in the morning.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Wonderful to hear from you. Next up is Viju. Hi, Viju. Viju, please unmute.
Hi, I'm from India. One of a friend in with me. Hello. Kalpesh, my friend told me about this opportunity and I really like it. Only thing I wanted to know about is, I just got to know about news about China banning on cryptocurrencies, and India is also regulating, bringing in RBI norms to regulate it. How is this going to affect in terms of that?
Look, the space has been going through that for 11 years. It's nothing new. Every day somebody's banning it and somebody else is releasing the ban, and then they're unbanning it, and then they're questioning again, and then they're raving on about it and getting excited about it. So don't worry about the noise. Just enjoy the journey. If you study the industry, it has grown faster and bigger than any other industry on the planet ever, full stop. So if that makes sense to you, then these guys are growing the industry. So we don't get thrown off by a little bit of rain here and a little bit of wind there. They've weathered all storms. So that's why it's so important to partner with the right company. This is the right company. Make sense?
Yes. Also, I just wanted to understand a relation between mining and cryptocurrency, because Hyperfund has mining. So what kind of mining is this? Do they mine in coals? What exactly is mining?
Okay, mining is the word that we use for creating or producing cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we mint money, right? Money is minted. Make sense?
Right. Right.
The word given to the creation of money is minting, and notes are printed. Cryptocurrency is mined. So it's just a word that we use for creation of.
Okay, so they don't have anything to do with actual mining.
No. It's supercomputers sitting in massive warehouses, running 24 hours a day, solving problems to produce crypto. Cool?
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks.
Wonderful. Thank you, Viju. Lovely to hear from you and welcome to the family. Next up is Larry. Hey, how we doing, my friend? Larry in the house.
I feel like already won. I feel like, you know, it's such a life changer when you find out what it is, and when you get involved and you start learning instead of just judging something by the cover. When you get into Hyperfund and you start learning and you see what they make available for you, they have so much available. It changes, and you help all your friends change their life too. And that's why it is so incredible. And I feel like it's already changed. Just give me something to forward to with money. And right now, times are so uncertain. But I'll tell you one thing is certain, and that's digital currency. And this is of digital currency is
Larry, your line is really bad, unfortunately. We're missing most of the words.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm in a very bad spot, man. I have to get in the corner room of my motorhome to pick up where the Wi-Fi is. But yeah, I feel like we've already won, because there's one thing that is certain in this so uncertain world. Everybody is, where's it going to go? What's going to happen? One thing's going to happen. Digital currency is going to prevail, because the internet is a machine, and it will outdo humans. And that's the one thing that's going to prevail is digital currency. And this is the ground roots movement of digital currency. And this is the people's movement. I feel so strong about this, and I feel like I want God to help this whole movement, and I just can't wait to see what he's going to do. And I can't wait till the Dubai, and I'll rock Tether on the stage. I will rock it on the stage for you, Patel.
I love it. Thank you, Larry. I can't wait to meet you, my friend. You're a legend. Thank you. Next up is Favor in the house. Please
yes, good
hey.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to some people. Favor is in the house. Anyway, everybody wants Favor. So I am excited because today is a special day. My son's he had his rebuy today. So, you know, it's a very exciting time. And I am on 2 days rebuy every two days. And my sister in Biafra has registered the son. I'm planning to register the daughter. And she's also has connected with her friends. And today happened to be a very, very special day, because I've been calling, you know, reaching out to some people. Sometimes it's like, why does people have numbers if they don't pick up and they don't call back? But today I was able to get almost everybody that I called, and they were interested to, you know, see the business. And I'm sure they are coming in, and these are big fish. So I am still on my target of among the 5 stars that is coming. And I'm the Biafran superstar, you know. So thank you, Kalpesh, all that you guys are doing, because this is powerhouse. Anybody that doesn't know what it means to be on this altar, actually, that guy is right. This is an altar. We worship in hyper altar. And well, you are one of the priests. So it is really true. It is really true, because I got a lot of encouragement, energy, wisdom. I mean, everybody drops off something that you just grab it, and it's really working. So like I said, Hyper is my last bus stop, and it's making my dreams come true and touching lives. And everyone that is here, I've told you, if your brain is not working, please borrow our own that is working. Don't wait till you understand it all. Just jump in and learn and go. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Beautiful. Thank you, Favor. I love that. If your brain's not working, borrow ours. Ours is doing good. I'm in. Durva, please unmute yourself, my friend. Durva, please unmute. You're up next. Dhruva.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Dhruva. Welcome.
Hi, hello. I'm from India.
Yes, namaste. How are you?
First of all, I would like to do the namaste, everybody of every country.
Yes, namaste.
I'm very much excited about this opportunity. I got this opportunity from one of my friend, Mr. Prabhu, and Anil Kumar from Bangalore.
Wow, awesome.
Yesterday I was in the meeting. I saw your meeting. I see super excited, and I went to your Wikipedia.
Yes.
Seriously, I'm very much excited to do in very good business in India. I've taken decision. Today I'm going to activate my ID. This is my second meeting of Kalpesh. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for coming on and introducing yourself. And
yes.
You know what? Yeah, let's do some great work together. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Green Pips. Hi, Green Pips. Please unmute. Green Pips.
Hey, I just had a quick question.
Yes.
I know we have a great group out here. I've been in it since November, expert, but I have some people over in Jamaica. I know they have just a Monday night call. There's a few of us actually. We're here in the States and Canada, and we have friends and things in Jamaica that need assistance because the platforms are so different.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to get a contact or someone to help them because I can only go so far. I can get them signed up, but as far as the platforms and how it navigates for them is a little different.
Yeah.
And so just trying to get a contact for that because we just it's a couple of us, we're trying to figure that out. And so just trying to find out if somebody can get us a contact for that.
Yeah, so if you send me a message on Telegram.
Okay.
And just say you want the information for the Caribbean call, and then I'll get hold of it for you.
Okay, because I did have a Caribbean call on Monday, and so I don't want them to have to wait another whole week,
Oh, I see. I got it. I understand. The best thing to do is if you go into, I'll tell you what, just reach out to me on Telegram, and I'll just get you connected to somebody on the ground that might be more available. Cool. Thank you. Virosh, you're up next. Hi, Virosh.
Hi, Kalpesh.
Hi, how are we doing?
How are you?
Wonderful.
I'm good, thanks. Yeah,
good.
Thank you very much for the precise and to the point presentation. I'm still very new. I'm learning. So I just want to find out from you, when does one qualify to do the rebuy? After, when you have how many HUs, can you start
50.
doing the rebuy?
As soon as
50.
you have 50 in your rewards, every 50, you can rebuy.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
And then if you want to put the Telegram, where do we get the address for the Telegram, the link to join the Telegram?
Yeah, there's no address. So again, if you send me a message, it's my name, Kalpesh Patel X, all one word. Send me a message on there saying that you want to be added to the support group.
Kalpesh Patel X.
Yes, all one word.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Sure. Thank you. Lovely. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been another amazing presentation time with testimonials to the hill, success stories, left, right, and center, starting at, like a 1.5 HU a day, 2.5 HU a day, 5 HU a day stories. People just like you that said yes. They came to a Zoom like this. They saw the opportunity. They said yes. They started small. They started sharing. And within 6 months, 4 months, 8 months, are sat on empires. Listen, you're never going to build an empire if you don't start building one. That is for sure. So not signing up guarantees no change in 6 months. But signing up opens up the doors and the windows to opportunity. And who knows what could happen in the 4 months, 6 months, 8 months to you if you just say yes. And honestly, as an entrepreneur, one thing I've learned in life is that when you learn to say yes more often and not fear saying yes, you just experience a lot more. Don't fear experience. Like good, bad, and ugly. The more you experience, the better off you are for the future. The better equipped you are for the future anyway. So just start learning to say yes with intelligence. Don't say yes to everything and get, ripped off. Be careful. There are Billy Bobs out there and lots of them. But, do your due diligence. That's why we tell everyone, get the due diligence done, and then don't let your noise stop you. All right. Overcome your noise, overcome your own limits and your own whatever history you might have with yourself and money, and give yourself a break. Open up a new door and do something special. We've got people that are coming on board that have got fortunes already, and then we've got tons of people that have not got fortunes but want fortunes. And so if you're in the zone for fortunes, then this is the right space. Thank you so much. I'm going to open up the room so that everyone can do our goodbyes in different languages and accents and different tones around the world. So feel free to unmute yourself. And from me, much love. Mwah. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. Same place.
Thank you.
South Africa. Good night. I'm not joining the Zoom today. Some explanation, please.
Thank you, Kalpesh.
Bye, bye, bye.
Excellent
I need some explanation. I just joined the Zoom today. How many people? Woo! To the people, that's what I need.
Bye.